So today, let's talk about the Apple Ring and 5 reasons why you must have it. So, if it's new news to you or not, Apple are working on making a new smart ring right now. And before I jump into the 5 reasons why you probably should get one, let me explain to you why we believe that Apple are developing this ring. Well, to start with, as we can see right here, we've had a report in from the Electronic Times saying that Apple are creating a brand new smart ring, and one of the main reasons behind it is because other rival companies are making one too. So for example, Samsung already previewed that they're making one back in February time, and it looks like this could be coming out in 2024 at some point. There are also other rival rings out there, for example from Ultrahuman and also Aura Ring. Then for myself, I even tested out a Rincon ring, what was amazing too. But before all this competition and everything like that, Apple in the past have also filed patents. Just check out some of these patents here. I won't go into the full details, but the main thing is that patents have gone in from Apple that they are looking to create their own kind of smart ring right now. With also so many competitors out there bringing out their own rings, or the rings are already out there, Apple really needs to get their foot in there and bring out a brand new Apple ring, say within the next year or two. And with that, guys, just in case you want to know, for the release date, there is nothing on schedule yet for the release date of this Apple ring, but to be definitely honest, in my opinion, I think it's going to be something quite easy for Apple to make, so we could even see it by the end of 2025. But that is my own personal opinion. That is not official, that's going to happen, that's just my own thoughts here. But the other big question you're probably wondering, what is the benefit of bringing out an Apple Ring if we have one of these right now? If we have, say, an Apple Watch and it can do most of these functions and even more, what is the point of Apple even bringing out such a device what can do most of the stuff what this can do right now? Well, I personally believe that there is a need for the Apple Ring. And at the end of the day, if we go back to this old video that we can see here with Steve Jobs recognized there was a space between the iPhone and the MacBook, and that was to bring out the iPad. And look at the success the iPad has brought us. And to be deadly honest, I am thinking the same here. We do have, for example, here an iPhone, and I've got my Apple Watch, I've got my wedding ring on, but could you imagine something that's going to be between an Apple Watch and then also an iPhone, and that would be, of course, a ring instead. So with that, let's talk about the first reason why you should get yourself probably an Apple Ring when it comes out. Now, first of all, I would say it's all to do with fashion. Now, as you can see here, here is my collection of Citizen watches. I love Citizen watches, and it's one of the things that I like to collect here. But one of the big advantages or disadvantages with having these Citizen watches is that they cannot monitor my health. And because of that, I have to wear my Apple Watch instead, and it means I can't wear one of my fancy Citizen watches instead to monitor my health. Now, if I did have a ring, for example, I could actually wear a Citizen's watch and also have my ring on to monitor my health. And this is probably going to be the first big use case for most of you people out there, is that you'll be able to wear a really nice watch and also wear a ring at the same time, and also have all your health monitored all at the same time too. The next big advantage of buying yourself, say, an Apple Ring over an Apple Watch, as you can imagine by looking at these renders that I've got created here, is that, to be honest, it's probably not going to cost a lot to create this. With an Apple Watch, for example, right now, we have to have the screen developed. We also have to have other bits and pieces. We have to have buttons and all of these kind of bits. And this costs far more money to make something like this. Whereas you can imagine, like an Apple Ring, it's going to be far cheaper to create one of them. So it definitely means that probably the Apple Ring is going to be cheaper than getting yourself an Apple Watch. And that means then you can buy yourself a nice fancy watch to go with your Apple Ring if you want to do so. But one other thing you might not need to buy is this. This here is a MacBook Pro, and right now I'm going to be giving away this MacBook Pro to one lucky subscriber at the end of June. So the end of June time, we're doing a giveaway for this MacBook Pro right here. And it's not just any MacBook Pro. This is an M3 MacBook Pro, and it also has 16 gigabytes of RAM inside of it. So it's been spec'd up, and also it's the top range M3 chipset inside of it. It's got 512 gigabytes of storage as well. And like I said, I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber at the end of June time. And all you have to do to enter in is put down in the comments below of what technology or Apple gear you're planning planning to buy in 2024. And also, if you are brand new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, because around near the end of June time, there will be another form to fill in to enter into the giveaway. This is more to get your details, to basically for me to contact you if you are the winner of this new MacBook Pro, and all those details will be coming out near the end of June time. So make sure, if you haven't done so already, to do that. The other thing that I just want to quickly also mention to you guys is that if there are lots of people who are still scamming and spamming out there, people still personating me to WhatsApp and Telegram, please do ignore them, or better still, please do report them, as you can see right here. So, going back to the Apple Ring, let me give you the third reason why you probably want to get one, and that's all to do with battery life. So, other competitors out there like Rincon, something what I tested, the Rincon could actually give me a 7-day battery life without charging it again. And as you can imagine, if Apple created their own ring, it means that battery life could probably last a long time, even more than what we get with the Apple Watch right now. It is one of the big disadvantages of the Apple Watch right now, is that battery life lasts maybe a day or two at maximum if you're lucky, and that's if you're using it actively. So really, for Apple to bring out a brand new ring like we can see right here, and then to have, say, a 5 or 7 day battery life, I think this is going to benefit a lot of us. And especially like that Rincon ring that I was showing earlier, also that took me about half an hour to charge up the ring from completely dead to fully charged. And you can imagine, if Apple do the same here, it's going to be really quick and simple to charge up one of these Apple rings. But this also leads me on to point number 4 with having a ring over, say, a watch. One other thing to do with the watch is that obviously to charge it, most of us charge it at night, and we don't actually wear it at night, so we can't actually monitor our sleep, even though Apple gives the ability that the Apple Watch can monitor your sleep. And also, when you're sleeping at night, if you're wearing a watch, you will know, if you're like me, it's really uncomfortable to have it on your wrist, because sometimes you put like your hand underneath your pillow and it's just really uncomfortable. But to have a ring instead, it means that you wouldn't have to have those problems. It wouldn't feel uncomfortable, and also you could actually monitor your sleep for once in a whole week, because if the battery, like I spoke before, lasts up to 7 days, this will be absolutely fantastic to have this. Then the final reason to actually have an Apple Ring over, say, an Apple Watch will be to do with the accuracy of the actual sensors. Now, don't get me wrong, the actual Apple Watch is fantastic in getting a really good reading on our wrist, but a lot of us like to have, say, our watch quite loose, or sometimes super tight, or sometimes some of us actually even like to twist it round to have it like on this side, and it can't actually get a good reading there. I'm gonna put my watch back actually. But if we actually had an Apple Ring, it'll be quite a snug fit on you, and it would probably get better sensor readings than what an Apple Watch gets right now. And also, like I mentioned, it could probably do them far more during the day, even at night too, to alert us in the Apple Health app. And talk about the Apple Health app, it's probably going to be really easy for Apple to kind of synchronize the ring to the Apple Health app that we have right now. It's going to be probably really easy to adapt everything with that too. So as you can see there, it's a big no-brainer for Apple to make an Apple Ring. And for me, I would definitely probably invest in getting one, not just to review. This is something I would love to keep, because I absolutely love my Citizen watches, for example, and I'd love to be able to monitor my health and wear my new watches too. And I think quite a lot of you guys are probably the same out there as well. But I'd love to know your thoughts on the Apple Ring. Do you think Apple should create it? And would you love to own one yourself? And what would be the main reason why you would like to buy one? Let me know in the comments below. And also guys, on that note, it's time to wrap up this video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also at the same time, when you hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, please also make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell too. Until next time guys, see you soon.